Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy! Welcome back to more Pokémon White version! Last time, we explored the Sea Gear and all that it had to offer, including some features that it can no longer offer you, unfortunately. I gotta say, pretty impressed by it. I always knew what it did, but seeing the Dream World again and just kind of going over what it did again, it kind of made me yearn for the days of old and make me wish that I enjoyed it more while it was still around. I only actually played around on it a few times, so I kind of wish that it would come back in some way, shape, or form now. But anyway, not getting sidetracked with nostalgia for something that's not even 10 years old at this point. This time, we have our one badge. We've had our one badge for quite a while, and now we are good to go out of town because this old geezer is no longer going to disrupt trade routes now that we have our one badge. He's just looking out for us. Starting off, though, I want to do a couple of things. For one, Oshawott is a mixed attacker. I've been considering whether or not I want to teach it workup. I think I do. Never mind, it's not able to learn. Wow, okay, just got caught with my pants down. I remember it being able to learn that, but I guess there goes my plan. I was about to say that's one Pokemon I would actually teach it to because it's going to be using physical and special moves, but oh well. Never mind that. I guess instead I'm just going to be doing the second thing I was going to do and equip an Oran Berry to it. Berries are a bit scarce, and I was wondering if I really wanted to use these up so soon, but I think I do. Give you the Oran Berry. And I guess now with all that done, we are finally able to move forward. Wow, it's a shiny gym badge. Getting that badge prove you have the skill enough to handle whatever comes next. I certainly hope I do. I'm a little bit worried about the road ahead, but off we go to Route 3, and upon getting this route, just because I love stopping things in their tracks so many times at the beginning of this, I want to show you that once again, the town map is wrong. We did not leave to the west. Okay, I'm being a little bit nitpicky, but seriously, at this point, I might as well register the town map to my shortcuts because of just how often I'm bringing this up. I mean, it's been wrong, what, like 2/3 of the time so far? Just Route 3, nothing else more interesting to say about it. And starting off on this route, we're gonna combine our strength and do our best, so please watch. 1 + 1 is 2, right? They are so adorable that they think they can take us by doing 2 against 1. So, we have our first example of a double battle right here. I only have 1 permanent team member, so this is a little bit awkward, but I like to think that Pansear can handle the job a little bit nicely. In a double battle, you choose your attack, you select the target. You can also target Pokemon that are on your side of the field. You might want to do this if a Pokemon has an ability that would benefit from getting hit by a certain type, as those are fairly common. Some attacks can hit all enemies, some attacks hit all Pokemon on the field other than yourself. There's a lot of little technicalities. Speaking of which, Incinerate is one such move that hits both Pokemon on the enemy side of the field. If it's a multi-target attack, it has a 70% damage multiplier thrown over it that'll decrease the damage to kind of balance it out a little bit because it hits both targets. And that's great news for Incinerate, which is already like, what, 25 power? Pointless critical! Hooray! Just, why is Incinerate so weak? I don't get it. Like, why is it so weak for a move that's called, I don't know, Incinerate? That sounds powerful. When I think about Ember, it sounds more powerful than Ember. When I think about Flamethrower, it sounds more damaging than Flamethrower. It sounds more powerful than Overheat. I don't get why it is such a laughably weak move. I get why it's called that. Your Pokemon got burned out, you say? But seriously, it's called that because it destroys a consumable hold item like a berry if used on the opponent, so it's kind of nice for that, but just damage on it is so laughable. I don't get it. Let's see. I think we're pretty good. Just kind of thinking about that a little bit, just deciding if I wanted to go back and heal them, but no, I didn't really take much damage. You there! There I go saying that again. Blair, stop! We both have a trio badge, so let's see which of us is stronger! Knew you were coming. Now to see if we can actually handle this. I would like to have one battle that I'm afraid of Ottawa being able to handle by herself, not go to Pansear to handle, but we'll see. So Charon, he is going to be opening with his starter. In this case, it is Snivy, level 14, grass type. You know what its ability is, and it's holding an Oran Berry yet again. It has the moves Wrap, Leer, Vine Whip, and Growth. I'm aware that, again, it probably would have been smarter to start with Pansear, but like I said, I don't really want to do that. Let's see if you can handle this, because if any Oshawott can beat this Snivy, it's probably you, Ottawa. Okay, just using Leer. I'm not worried about Growth at all. Growth raises special attack, and it doesn't even know any special moves, so it's kind of useless. You chose a good move as usual. Yes, a good move that you resist. Let's try Tackle and see how much that does. I'm aware that I could do Tail Whip. And speaking of Ottawa just being in general really, really good, already I knew it was lucky from the gender, from the nature, because it had exactly the woo yeah, the nature that it had exactly the woo yeah. Okay, that too, but you can see what Purloin has on the side of the screen. I really don't want to interrupt my train of thought right here, so we won't do that. Instead, I want to tell you about how much I like Oshawott. I initially agreed with people who said it looked terrible, but now I can't say that I agree any longer. I made jokes about this myself, but what I'll tell you is that Oshawott is a Pokemon that got screwed by its official artwork. Its official art from the games is terrible, but it doesn't do it justice. Look at it in anything else. The anime, the manga, the cards. Oshawott is adorable, and it just looks so much better in everything else. And its cuteness deserves to be more known about. You're amazing in every way, and you're learning Razor Shell. You're just full of surprises. Getting 2 crits in this battle wasn't good enough for you. No, you learned from that experience and are now learning a water-type physical move that has a high chance of, oh, okay, actually, no, it doesn't have a high chance of critical hits. It can lower the target's defense stat, but I guess effectively it has kind of the same effect, maybe. I think I'm gonna drop Focus Energy for, well, I'm not gonna use Tail Whip, ever. Maybe I'll still use Focus Energy, just because buffing yourself is generally the better move than debuffing your opponent. Why do you keep beating me? We have the same number of gym badges, we should be equals in strength. I don't know, buddy, I don't know. I'd be pretty ashamed too if I were you, because you had the type advantage. And from the luckiest of lucky battles, I'm so glad that you are evolving after such an important fight. You asked me, should I evolve? I answered, do what? Oh, the pun possibilities. You and I are gonna get along even better than we already did. Oh, it's so cool. I just love the idea of how it has those 2 scallops and it uses them like blades to fight. You can see that a little bit in Oshawott's animations, but it's much more pronounced here. And now it actually knows a move for it. Even better. Such a good Pokemon design. I love it. I see. That's how you battle. Out of the way! What was that about? Bianca, why are you running? Hey, where were those people headed? That way, but why are you running now? Oh, seriously, they run so fast. Miss, oh, my Pokemon. It'll be okay, don't cry. Bianca, really? Why were you running? You have to hear this. Those people stole this girl's Pokemon. You should have spoken up sooner. Blair, we're gonna get that Pokemon back. Bianca, please stay by the girl's side. Please, Blair. Team Plasma took that Pokemon. Get it back. Oh, why do they take people's Pokemon? I don't know, little girl. I just don't know. Before we go onward, I want to go back and heal. And I guess while we're going back and healing, what better time than the present than to go over the 2 new encounters on this route? Or on the route that we were just on. Hey! 3 whole routes before finding the obligatory bird Pokemon. That's a new record. Okay, we gotta talk about this one. Most of all, I want to say that P-Dove is good so badly, but I just can't in good conscience. Hear me out with this. P-Dove learns good moves. P-Dove has a good ability in Super Luck that complements Air Cutter. It's compatible with the workup TM we just got, so where's the problem? All of its good moves are special based, and P-Dove has laughable special attack. For some reason, they focused its stats on attack, even though none of its best moves take any advantage of it. It could have been good if its attack and special attack were just flipped. It would have made it unique too. It was so close to being good, and come on, just, if you were only introduced in Hoenn before the physical special split, you could have enjoyed brief success. I love you, P-Dove, even if the people who made you don't. But on to more positive pastures, hehe, Blitzel! Both abilities make it immune to electric no matter which one you pick, while also giving it at least some kind of buff whenever it gets hit by one. Pick your poison and switch in when predicting an electric move from the foe. It might take a little time to evolve, but it's hardly helpless with an ability that good either way you go, and respectable speed. The most outright bad thing that I can say about it is that once again, its attack and special attack are flipped from what its moves are, where it doesn't learn nearly as many good physical moves as it does good special moves for whatever reason. It's nowhere near as bad as P-Dove, and there's still a lot to love here. But what is it with this route and having backwards stats on everything? If you haven't guessed by now, I'm a big fan of Blitzel. Even if it's not the most viable in battle, and even if its stats aren't as spectacular as a lot of other stuff, I think I want to try and make this work. So you know what? We're going to catch ourselves a few Blitzel and see if we can get one with Lightning Rod. I'm not worried about speed on it, which is why I don't want Motor Drive, but we're going to go for it. What do I want to do here? You would look good in an Ultra Ball, but I don't know if you have the ability I want is the thing. You know what? Let's take a risk. I'm gonna hope that you have Lightning Rod. If you don't, I'm gonna catch another one because that's the ability that I want out of the two, but come on, Blitzel. Come on. There we are. Blitzel was caught. Hoping I can make this work. I think it'll have great synergy with not Oshawott, Duat now. When thunderclouds cover the sky, it will appear. You can catch lightning in its mane and store the electricity. Just generally a really cool and cute-looking Pokemon. I like zebras a lot. I think this is one of the better Unova Pokemon out there, and I'm going to try to make it work. Now, I can't think of a name of this thing because I am super bad at naming, and because I am super bad at naming, I would like you to suggest names for this. So, using either hashtag Chugamon on Twitter or by responding to the Facebook post for this video, I want to hear what you think this Blitzel should be named. I also kind of don't want to nickname it right now because I don't even know if it has the right ability, and I'd rather not have a bunch of Blitzels with the same nickname and just kind of have it be like some kind of scary cult in my PC box. So we're going to go run back real quick. Probably should have healed later, actually. To make a long story short, I had to catch 3 Blitzels before getting one that- Wait, modest? Wow. I don't know what to think of that. I didn't notice that right away. That's plus special attack minus attack. Blitzel's physical moves aren't really good. It has mainly special moves, so it uses a little bit of both, but I think that's a net positive. I caught this one in a heal ball. It's level 10, which I guess is a lot better than the... Well, okay, that one was level 11, but still. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. It's female, so we got 2 girl Pokemon on our team already. Proud of its power. Get it? Electricity, power. Couldn't resist. Well, okay, you're gonna come to our team. And I had horribly bad luck with that. It took me an hour to get a Blitzel that I was happy with. That took me so long that Duat is now level 18. I grew a whole level just training against the wild Pokemon. And I guess that means that we're gonna leave behind one of our Lillipups now. It got us a Repel. I'll go ahead and take that with me. And now we're just gonna have 3 Well, no, we don't have any reason to keep Pansear on the team. I don't think we're gonna need Cut going forward for a little bit, so I guess this is farewell, Pansear. Before we say goodbye to you, though, wow, you're adamant nature. Shoot, okay, well, that explains why Incinerate was doing so terribly. I realized that we never actually checked that, but wow. I'm gonna switch Blitzel into the front just because I want to use it in battle a little bit. No, I don't want to look at its status screen. I said I want to switch it in front. That's what I get for using touchscreen controls, am I right? You all have pickup... Stop exiting the menu by mistake! I keep Okay, let's use button controls like I know, because I keep tapping in the wrong spots. Hyper Potion! That restores 120 HP, okay. Maybe my luck isn't all bad. Got another Escape Rope. And another Repel. Okay, pretty good. Now that we're back, I am so sorry, little girl. Catching a second team member to help me get your Pokemon back from Team Plasma sounded like a great idea at the time, but man, your Pokemon is probably so returned to nature at this point, it's not even funny. They ran inside here. Blair, your Pokemon's HP is fine and you're ready to go, right? Yes, I am. Then let's go. Actually, crap, do I have PP for my moves? I just realized I was so caught up in the moment with Blitzel that I'm not sure I do. I'll be right back. Sorry, little girl. On the way, Blitzel grew to level 11 off of a wild odd note and even learned Shockwave in the process. That ain't not bad, and that's definitely gonna help us going forward. Okay, let's actually do this. You know it's bad when Hilbert the hero probably would have had them reprimanded by now. You know why? Because he thought catching Purloin was a great idea, so he already had his second team member. Blair! This bothersome bunch really doesn't listen to reason. That child cannot use a Pokemon to its full potential. Doesn't that make the Pokemon sad? It's the same thing for all your Pokemon, so hand them over to us now. Better yet, we'll just take them. Got a double battle with Team Plasma, not just a double battle, but our first multi-battle of all things involving, oh, actually, never mind. Wow, I thought that's where this was going, but I guess not. Well, okay. Either way, it's gonna be our first battle for Blitzel. And in our first real battle, we got Shockwave, which is a 60 power, always hits electric type move. Pretty useful. Gonna go ahead and use Shockwave, or we're not going to use Shockwave. That's okay, we're building tension for its actual debut. Here we go. Taste my modestly powerful attack. I guess I'm not wrong in a literal sense and not just in a Pokemon figurative sense. Ooh, using Bide. I'm not really worried, though. Bide deals back the damage dealt over a couple of turns, but I should be able to knock it out this turn, and it's not able to even use Detect in this amount of time, so no worries. We'll knock it out before it really gets to do anything. It's just early game whenever you see Bide, or at least whenever I see Bide, I get mildly worried if I used a powerful attack that turn, and I'm not sure I'm going to KO it. Whoa, come on now. I'm shocked I'm losing to a child. Man, the trainers are just having really good unintentional puns with the moves I'm using on him here. That's great. Wow, how can we lose when we have right on our side? Not bad, Blair. Okay, go return the Pokemon to that girl. You don't need to return it! How troublesome. Not only do you fail to understand, but you actually got in our way to boot. There's 2 of you and 2 of us. We'll show you our combined power and teach you that we are right. So there were more of them. Still, why are Pokemon robbers acting so self-righteous? Blair, we've been friends our whole lives. We've got each other's back when it counts. Let's show them how it's done. Now the circumstances are the same, but it's playing out a little differently, I guess. It's weird how they had 2 battles and didn't just do this in the first place, but for real, we finally have our first multi-battle. This involves not 2 or even 3 technically from the last one, but 4 trainers battling on 2 sides. In this, Charon will use his team to fight alongside us, and it's pretty difficult to lose these as he has his full team and we have ours. But oddly enough, Charon's team in some circumstances, based on which starter you chose, can actually be weaker in this battle than in the previous rival battle. His levels are at least the same, but he has fewer moves, probably to make his AI artificially smarter so that it doesn't choose dumb moves more often. I think his Tepig doesn't have Defense Curl, and there's a few other weird things like that. It kind of differs from source to source, so I might be completely wrong when saying this, but it's just something I've heard and thought was pretty funny. I think I'm going to heal this turn. Got a lot of items because, at the very least, I was getting a lot of items through pickup during that whole saga of just waiting to get a Blitzel with the right ability. Here we go. Use that. And you're storing energy. I'm mildly worried about that. Okay, Snivy's not going to do that. I don't know who he's targeting with that Bide, but I believe he should absorb damage from both of us before unleashing the energy. I did a little over half. Maybe I will go for the knockout. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. Or should I say it doesn't come back to bite me, am I right? Well, Blitzel at least had a good first battle. It's going to be a little while before it totally catches up. But basically what I was thinking is that it would have a lot of good synergy with Ottawa. We're not fighting a lot of electric types, but eventually when we do, I can send out Ottawa, and because I'm playing on set, I'm going to be doing switching manually anytime that I do. So anytime that I can call an electric attack coming in from them, I can just switch to Blitzel, not take any damage whatsoever, and get a buff to my special attack at the same time. Blitzel's already pretty darn fast, so I think that'll have really good synergy just with the starter Pokemon that I chose. There's even more reasons that I wanted to go for it that we'll be seeing in due time, but I think this is going to be the start of a beautiful relationship, even if we didn't have the luckiest of first battles. And we got a critical hit right there, and we didn't even need it, of course. Plasma! Why did we lose? Or what did we lose? Or what did we lose? very different meaning based on where you stick that question mark. In order to liberate Pokemon from foolish people, we will take their Pokemon. Whatever, what a waste of time. Come on, what reason could possibly justify stealing Pokemon from people? Pokemon trainers like you are making Pokemon suffer. What do you mean trainers are making Pokemon suffer? I don't get that at all. We'll give you back the Pokemon, but be aware of how this Pokemon suffers from being used by people. Someday, open your eyes to your own complicity. Trainers bring out their Pokemon's strength. Pokemon believe in their trainers and respond to that. I don't understand what about that makes Pokemon suffer. Okay, Blair, I'll return the Pokemon. We'll catch up with him a little bit later. For now, we have a outstandingly short cave to explore. This hardly qualifies as a first dungeon, so I will not count it as such. And in fact, it is so short, I don't think we have enough time to really go over the encounters without stopping dead in our tracks. Also, wow, Blitzel, way to throw off the rest of my team by losing that battle. Anyway. Yeah, so we'll be going over the encounters next time. I don't want to make a habit out of doing this. It's just, this cave is really short. So instead, how about we talk about what's been kind of going on? I want to say straight up, the things that I said about Plasma back in the Dream Yard, honestly, I think in hindsight was not really the best representation of how I feel about them, if only due to just lack of time and there being a lot to say about all that. Now, I do still think that people not really acknowledging that you kind of have to use Pokemon yourself to beat people in Pokemon battles and take their Pokemon, I don't think that that's really a leap or giving them too much credit. I do think that that is pretty natural, and I still stand by that point. But I didn't mean to come off at all like, oh my god, Team Plasma is so morally in the right, and, you know, oh, they're so perfect. No. Speaking of Team Plasma, we picked up Thief right there. Sidetracking a little bit, that's a physical dark type move that steals the opponent's hold item. Can be great when battling against Audino because it can have citrus berries and Oran berries on it. We haven't seen citrus berries yet. When you drop below half your HP, it restores a quarter of your health. But anyway, yeah. I do agree with their core message, that they do have a valid point. Of course I see the hypocrisy in we want to save Pokemon and then kicks a damn Muna. I mean, I'm not saying they're morally right. I'm saying that in universe, of course they have to use Pokemon to accomplish their goals. I guess that's just kind of what happens when you have like a zillion things to talk about though. But no, that's kind of more how I feel about Team Plasma, is I find them interesting. I'm not saying they're righteous. Blair, thank you so much. The two of you got our Pokemon back. I'm lucky to have friends like you two. Thank you, mister. Please take these as a thank you present. Heal balls to make up for the one that I caught my Blitzel in. Very good timing, little girl. I see you were paying very close attention to me running around in circles in that patch of grass right in front of your face in your time of need. Ooh, those are heal balls. They completely heal the captured Pokemon on the spot. How sweet of you. I'm gonna see this girl on her way to see you later. So see you later. So see you later, Blair. Bye-bye. I cannot talk today. Ugh. Alright, so, with that, we battled against Charon, we explored a new route, we fought against Team Plasma, and got ourselves a new team member to boot. Hey, that rhymed. Next time on Pokemon Black and White, there's actually a lot on Route 3 that we didn't do, just because I thought this would be the best order to show things in, and well, we're gonna be doing a little bit of backtracking, but we're also gonna be making some progress forward, and just seeing all that Route 3 has to offer. See you guys then.